Hey there, guys. So on the Japanese server for this month, instead of the usual, just boring Dark Visions, they're actually running a special, like, thematic Dark Visions that is based on Secret of Mana 3, which is the current event. And this is really, really cool. I think it's awesome the way they did this, and I figured I'd show me clearing the Dark Visions, and this is the new or the current version of Dark Visions. Like, it's really themed around the Secret of Mana game. I mean, it's overall just the basic Dark Visions, but it is just really cool how they did this and built it. So this is it's a little bit different than usual Dark Visions. It does have the typical ranking rewards and all. It's got the milestones. These are personal milestones. You clear it, but it gives you all these crafting materials. As well as the usual good stuff like Omni Prisms, Rainbow tickets, regular tickets, shards, etc. And then if you do all the way to the end, you get a 100% STMR Moogle, and it's overall pretty easy to cap out your score and get this. These are personal milestones. It does have the usual ranking rewards. These are versus other players on the server. But farming this is the Dark Visions where you want to run it over and over because they drop crafting materials, and some of the crafting gear is exceptionally powerful. Like I'll show you in a moment, but. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and just clear all the bosses. Now, I'm not going to show all the team's gear on every single fight. That would just make this video, it's already going to be a long video. There's like 9 bosses. There's already going to be a long video. I'm not going to show all the gear for every fight. Just know that, the team I'm using is geared well. But we're going to start with some of these. Now, some of these, well, all these bosses, there's 3 versions of each boss. Level 1, which is like super easy OTK, trivial cap damage in 1 hit. Level 2, which is still really easy, and then EX level, which is like the serious version of the boss. It's a little bit harder to cap damage without good gear, but with good gear and good units, you can still cap damage even on turn 1 for most of these. So this is the Lizard boss. It's a physical fight, weak. I already did the whole Dark Visions, by the way, because it gives, like I said, it gives crafting materials, and I wanted to power up my Hawkeye for the new trial right away, so I just rushed through it, didn't record. So I'm going to be re-clearing these just for a video. So this is week 2, Physical Fire. This is my classic team, and you see the bonus drop rates. We could bring, like, Secret of Mana units for more bonus, etc. And you want to do that when you re-clear these for farming. But for just the first clear for the actual scoring, you want to bring the best team possible. Kind of ignore the bonus, get your best perfect score in, and then for re-clears, your score doesn't matter anymore. For re-clearing it, for farming, you just go into one shot at turn 1 to ignore your score, bring all the bonus units you can, and get more drops. But this is my usual lazy mode OTK on turn 1 for physical fights, and I'll be showing you my updated lazy mode for magical fights in a minute. But so this is my physical team. We're going to be using Neovision Zidane. It's hard to see him because of all this bonus stuff. But that's Neovision Zidane. He's going to be capping his LB on turn 1. In order to do that, we're going to entrust and buff his attack power with Neovision's Adele on turn 1. Gilgamesh is going to be an 85% breaker and a 120 to every single element in peril on turn 1. It's a really cool ability he has. He's got 85% all break, and then he can do this 120 to literally everything. It's just super convenient because then all you have to do at this point. Oh yeah, and then Onion and Shadow do the AR SR chain. They're both basically just naked, other than a weapon, and they're true double handing the weapon for accuracy. We'll explain why later. They did sneak in a few tricks in this Dark Vision, but that'll come later. And then the last slot is for someone to imbue. So we're going to be bringing VV to imbue fire. We're going to swap Zidane to Aqua Killer. Now Zidane's really awesome because then I gave him some auto amplify items in the base form just in case. It's only for some elements, but there you go. He is really amazing because he has maxed out stats, maxed out LB damage with technically 4 materia slots open. These are just Esper stat materials because it's whatever. He's literally capped on everything with all 4 slots open. And he's got 5,800 attack power. So he is just an amazingly lazy mode Dark Visions unit. So we're going to fill in these remaining slots with Aqua Killers. As you can see, I already prepared for the video. So we're just going to stick Aqua Killer in all his slots until he hits 100%. 250. There it is. So now he is literally 300 Aqua Killer, 300 LB damage, maxed out on everything. He lost a little bit of attack power because we took away the EP materials, but there we go. So this is how we're going to be doing all, or most of the physical fights. We're just going to be super lazy, turn one, and just power up, and we're not even going to power up. We're just going to turn one, kill everything. So Adele will just entrust to Zidane. Gilgamesh, and it's also, we can start in the shift form with the units, which makes this really easy as well. That's the wrong one. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So we'll just cast this. So we break, and in peril, VV will imbue fire, and then we will just AR and double SR with our chainers. AR and double SR. Oh, that would help if I did the right skills. This is AR and double SR. And Zidane is going to shift, and he's going to cap that LB, and we're going to cap damage on turn 1. Zidane hit the literal new damage cap on an EX boss. He is so crazy. Hawkeye's a really good finisher too, but he's his finishing, his LB is a chaining skill, and it's a little bit harder to, like, super lazy mode get the 100-point chain score with Hawkeye, because you got to partner him with an absolute mirror of equity chainer, and it makes it harder to get the 100-point chain cap. But yeah, Zidane, thank you. We perfect scored on that boss. Okay, so that was pretty easy. Let's move along to another one. And in case I mess up chaining, I'm gonna go ahead and cut each video segment so I can, you know, easily edit out mistakes, because I do misclick sometimes. Anyway, let's move to the next boss in 1 second. Alright guys, we're going to do all the physical fights first. So next we're going to jump over to this one, which is a Demon weak to physical water. We've adjusted the team slightly. We've swapped out Zidane to maxed out Demon Killer. We've got Titus to imbue, etc. Let's go ahead and use some of these energy pots that I've got a bunch of. We're gonna knock this out real nice today. And yeah, so this is a Demon weak to physical water. So we're going to do mostly the same-ish thing we just did. We're going to go ahead and entrust to Zidane. He's going to shift and use his LB. Gilgamesh is going to imperil and break the boss. Titus is going to give us an LB damage buff. We're going to do a water imbue and water amplify. And don't really need anything else with him. But we'll just do this anyway. Okay. And yeah, so this should be pretty simple. 999999999 damage, and this is the EX boss. Some of the EX bosses are quite a bit harder, so we're gonna have to, you know, adjust the team slightly. But and we might even go to turn 2 on some of these, because yeah, on my day 1 clear, I didn't actually perfect score on quite a few of them, and I'll be trying to do a little bit better. But for some of these, they're just really easy with a really nice team like this. So there was the physical water stage. Let's go to another physical stage. See you in a second. Okay, guys. Next up is this eyeball guy. He is a spirit weak to dark. Now, as you can see here, I actually did not damage cap my first run. So I'm hoping to do a little bit better this time, because my first run was just really quick and speed through. I didn't optimize my setup yet. But this guy is weak to dark, physical, and he's a spirit, or fairy, whatever you want to call it. So we have swapped Zidane's gear around a little bit. He is now perfect fairy killer, maxed everything. He's just really, really convenient for this. We have swapped out Gilgamesh for Hawkeye, because Hawkeye has a 130 Dark Imperil and an 87% defense break, so that's going to be real useful. And we've brought Realm for LB damage buff, as well as Spirit Killer buff. Now this guy has evasion. This is why I geared my chainers in true double hand with full accuracy, you know, one-hander with a bunch of accuracy materia, so they don't miss. Now Zidane does not have accuracy, so if the boss evades Zidane's attack, you know, rip 40 energy. As you can see, I actually lost a little bit of energy earlier because he got evaded. So we're gonna try again, and just hope that the boss doesn't evade. You know, just hope for the best. It's only like a 20 or 30% evade chance, so it's a good chance Zidane does land. Let's just reload these. Now Adele needs to entrust, and we need to imbue dark with Adele as well, and then whatever else, because she's also our dark imbue. And then we just reload all this. Hawkeye, I should have put you in auto shift. Hawkeye will do his 130 Dark Imperil, his 87% defense break, and then whatever. Realm will do her Spirit Killer, and then an LB damage buff. Okay, and we just... Oh. Shift Zidane, that is important, and uses Shifted LB. Okay, Zidane, please don't miss. Oh my god, this boss! I'm just gonna go again instead of resetting the video. It's not that high of an evade chance. Why does he keep evading? I mean, why they put an evade boss in this game? I hate evasion. It's so unfair. Alright. Oh, once again, I didn't put everyone in auto shift. So irritating. Alright, auto shift. Well, Zidane's not, because he wants to steal some buffs from his base form. With everyone else. You. And, of course, Adele, the reload button broke. Oh my god, this boss. On top of the evasion, the reload button broke. It used Adele to untrust some random person because, for whatever reason. And I didn't put people in auto... I didn't auto shift again. Alright, let's shift. Let's shift. And we're going to manually do Adele because the reload button is dumb. Okay. There you go. You saw Hawkeye got evaded. Hopefully the evade is out of the boss's system at this point. Please. Finally we actually landed a hit. Oh, evasion is so fun on bosses. What a great mechanic. Please give us more. Oh, I damage capped with Zidane. Yeah, my last setup, I actually was running Lastwell Reagan as my lazy mode chainer, and I updated it to Zidane because he's just better at it. Yeah, that should have been a perfect score on the eyeball, turn 1. Boom! Rank it up. Very nice. Okay, it only took like 200 energy because of stupid evasion. But okay, that's all the physical bosses. Let's go ahead and pop over to the magical bosses now. I will see you guys in a second. Alright guys, next up we're going to go to the magical wind boss. That is a stone enemy. As you know, Stone Killer is a little bit hard, but just like Terra, Lunafreya is an evoke finisher that can just say, I don't care what element or what team we're using, we're going to stay with water. And now that I think about it, we're supposed to be loading our lazy team in the water slot because we're going off element. As a evoker, she doesn't care. So this is my lazy mode mage team. And the mage team, because you never have to worry about killers or element, this team never changes. It's just identical. So we've got our chainers with Shadow and Onion. We've got Adele, again, for the turn 1 and Trust and 300% attack magic buff. We're back to Gilgamesh for Break and Imperil. And then we're bringing Titus because he does 25% Water Amplify and 100% LB damage buff. So that's really nice for our Lunafreya. And our Lunafreya, in the base form, just has some auto buff stuff. And then shift form, she's got 5,792 magic. She's got maxed out Evo magic. She's got 270 Evo damage and 225 LB damage with her gear. Eventually, I will finish farming her second staff. I'm only at +3. I'll show you that. The staff at +3 is almost worth using, honestly. It's this is their staff with the +3 staff, but she loses magic, and I should swap out. I can swap some stuff around when I get the +4 staff, but until then, we're going to be sticking with her STMR instead. But anyway, this is the lazy mode mage team, and we just roll in here and blow it up on turn 1, completely ignoring the element because we don't care. Alright, so Adele is going to entrust to Lunafreya. Gilgamesh is already in the shift form, so we're going to Break and Imperil. Titus is going to 25% Water Amplify and LB damage buff. Let's reload our chainers. We shift our Lunafreya, and we cap. And lazy mode mage fight accomplished. Wrong element, no one cares. 9999999 damage on an EX3 fight. Oh yeah. Now of course this boss does have naturally lower spirit than the other bosses because the designers know stone killing for mages is just like a big no. So they made the boss intentionally weaker. I can give you a an early spoiler. Lunafreya did not damage cap on an upcoming boss, but we're gonna see them in just a second. So there was the magical stone boss. See you in a sec. Alright guys, next up is a magical bird boss. Yeah, magical, it's bird, it's stone. I did not damage cap on this one on my first day, but I kinda like lazy moded it again and I didn't have an optimal team. We're gonna give a quick try with this and see if my improvements to this team have increased my damage any. And by the way, this is one of the coolest battle backgrounds of the Dark Visions. I love this. You're fighting on the back of Flammy and fighting this bird. It's really cool. Do all this. And let's see if we can damage cap here. We might have to go to turn 2 with this boss. Alright, Lunafreya. Oh, I don't think we damage cap. I think that was like a 1.8 or something. It looked like. I don't know. I couldn't really say. Come on, give me the damage. 1.6. Ooh. Yeah, I guess we kind of gotta take this one. I'm gonna attempt this with like a serious team. So we're gonna come back to this one real quick, and we're gonna see if we can get a little bit of a better damage score because yeah, I actually got worse than my day 1 clear. Variance for the lose. All right, let's go ahead and adjust and see if I can get a better score. I'll see you in 1 second. All right, guys, we're gonna be trying this guy again, going for a little bit more of a serious clear. I'm gonna be going to turn 2, and yesterday I off-bannered Diverty. Maybe Alim knew what was going on and I was going to need him, so we're going to use him as an Earth Mage. So the team is going to be Barch for turn 1 and Trust, Lightning for turn 1 90% Spirit Break. We've also given her Earth Weapon, Realm, Earth Weapon, and she has not enough HP. Actually it does. We're actually not going to use her self-damage skills. So Earth Weapon. Lunafreya is going to be capping. We kind of stole the best gear for the other Evoker. I'm really glad they sold Yunalesca's STMR for like an extremely cheap bundle a few days ago, so I can gear 2 Evokers, kind of. Yunalesca has 5,800 magic, 250 LB damage, 280 Esper magic, and 215 Evo damage. So the damage went down a little bit. The big thing is I don't have very many good mage cards. She's using Eris's card, blah. But yeah. Gabranth is full evasion with 180 wind resist, and he's got shift form is going to chain with Diverty. He's got an earth weapon, and then Diverty is going to be in the shift form. He's got 4,400 magic, 175 LB, 280 Esper damage, or magic 300 Esper damage. There we go. He really desires his STMR to do good damage, and I don't have it, so we're doing the best we can. And I actually went and killed the easy mode Aiming trial because we're going to need that materia. So that was what the delay was. Although for people watching the video, there was of course no delay. Y'all just see it right away. Okay, but anyway, we're going to go to turn 2. So turn 1, we're just going to use Gabranth to cover. That's all that really matters. Lightning is going to shift. Bart will give Lightning a turn 1 LB so we can do... So we can misclick and yep, there goes 40 energy. And I could reset the app and start it over again, but that, like, I'd rather pay 40 energy again over logging in again. Oh, don't misclick when you use units. All right, Bart, let's go ahead and entrust to her. She will LB, but not yet. Go ahead and shift Lunafreya. We're going to do the classic Evoke power-ups. We're going to do our setups. Diverty, like I mentioned, is just one more of the Evoker clones where he does his thing. That Realm is just going to Rod in Peril. Lightning, shift, LB for the breaks. 90% break. Lunafreya will do... I actually forget. Am I supposed to do... Oh my god, I haven't used Lunafreya's LB in like 3 weeks. That's not important. We're already doing the Imperil, right? No, we need to do the Imperil. Okay, there we go. And then Diverti I have never used. So Diverti, I know we need to do this for LB damage and fill his LB gauge. We need to Imperil the boss to Earth by 130%. And we want to do Earth Amplify and buff and all that. Okay, there we go. So Diverti's ready to go now. Okay, so this boss does all physical damage and wind that has accuracy as long as your tank is, I guess the boss basically does nothing on turn 1. That works too. Okay, so we're going to shift Gabranth. He's going to triple Bolting Strike with Diverti's LB, which is Bolting Strike. We're going to cap that LB, and for the chain score, Bartz is going to do Absolute Mirror of Equity with Lightning, who will go back to the base form. Absolute Mirror of Equity, and Realm will jump in with Absolute Mirror of Equity. So this is going to be a 100-point chain. Everybody's working together. And hopefully we damage capped. Give me the number. Give me the number. Oh, we went way over the damage cap. Oh my god. Let's see the report card for this one. Who carried that fight? I mean, Diverti is on element, so I mean it's a big difference going on element versus off element. The Rod Imperil boosted Lunafreya's damage a lot. Lunafreya, with the best gear, only did 1.6. We had no Rod Imperil. Maybe I should have brought Rod Imperil the last time. Oh, no. That's right. That's that. We did the full power-up on turn 1 with Lunafreya. Last time we did a turn 1 OTK, so she didn't have a good Amplify. She didn't have a good LB buff. She didn't have a good... Yeah, so turn 2 is a big difference. But she still wouldn't have carried. Diverti, look at that. Capping that damage score for us. Okay. So that was the bird boss. I have now improved my score. Let's move to the... Do we have any more mage bosses to go? Oh yeah, we do. Okay, let me go ahead and adjust the team, and I'll be back in a second. Alright guys, next up is the plant boss, weak to magical ice. On my turn 1 OTK clear the other day, I did not damage cap, so this time we're going to make a small adjustment. We're actually still going to use my very classic turn 1 OTK mage team, but we're going to do it on turn 2. Now the difference is we put Shadow. I normally have him start in Shadow. We're going to start in the base form of Shadow, and we're going to go to turn 2. The boss only does single target physical attacks, and then some AoE physical, and single target disease, poison and sleep. So our Edel is full evade, passive provoke with status immunity, and she's going to be tanking. And I'm going to hope that double Mirage is all we need for turn 1, and we can go to turn 2. Because I was really close to damage capping with the turn 1 OTK, which means the turn 2 OTK should be super easy. So we're going to, let's go ahead and we'll just triple Mirage. Or triple, LB fill. Titus will target the main body and do his LB for 135 in peril. Lunafreya will shift and will do her power-ups. Gilgamesh will break and imperil. We will, well, we don't actually need to do Adele because we, yeah, we're good. Don't need to do you either. Okay, let's see if double Mirage is all we needed for the AoEs. 1. Yep, double Mirage was enough. Okay, so let's go ahead. So we're not going to OTK the flower parts, by the way. I do know that. They're going to die later. So we're going to do our usual thing. Cap. We don't need... Oh, actually, we can do a better Amplify with Titus. Look at this. We are just all in for the coolness today. I'm not going to bother. We're not going to break the chain with you. And let's go ahead and kill the main body. That was a damage cap. Okay, so that's dead. And now the body's dead. All these two guys do is sit here and do single target stuff on your provoker. So we can just really lazy. I did the same mistake on my clear the other day. I didn't gear her base form at all. This will be fun. Okay, so this is gonna take a moment. Apologies. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and AoE chain with our naked Lunafreya. Let's at least give her jeez. So this is gonna take just a second to kill these. Once she goes back in the shift form, we'll be fine. But yeah. The point is we've already gotten damage cap. So it doesn't really matter what we do here. And 2 more turns we can shift. Yeah, these can't hurt us. We already got a perfect score. We just got to kill them. We can take our time here. Doesn't really matter. There's no problem with that. But you know what I should be doing is chaining water because they're weak to water. What am I doing? Oh, she's naked anyway. Doesn't even matter. Well, next turn she can go into her shift form and finish these off. So I'm sorry for forgetting to gear the base form. Alright, alright. Now let's finish these fools off. Seriously? This is gonna be like the worst clear ever. But, I mean, we're going to get a perfect score. Oh, we're wrong element. These are weak to ice. These are weak to ice. What am I doing? It's fine. Just go ahead and LB here. That'll kill that one. And just whatever. Reload. Who cares? Yeah, they're weak to ice. We'll deal ice damage in a second. Alright, Adele, you're not attacking anymore. It's way too slow. This is the worst clear. Because I did... Oh, but we're naked again in the base form. This is fun. Well, thankfully we can still magic buff her, and we can break and imperil the boss. Maybe this ice damage will help. This is the worst. This is the worst. Well, she'll be back in the shift form in 4 turns. I don't even know. I think it's better to just do this because it's more modifier. Yep, Dark Vision is taking more turns than the newest trial did. 1 more turn. Oh, and she... Oh my god. The worst. The worst! Alright, Titus, give her an LB damage buff. Let's shift. Believe it or not, we just got a perfect score after all that foolishness. It just took us a little while. It took us a little while. AoE fights are not fun in Dark Visions. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, gear the base form of your Lunafreya if you're doing that strategy. That strategy, big air quotes. But it worked. It worked. We OTK'd it and got a perfect score. Okay, let's move right along. We will see you guys in a moment. All right, guys. Next up, we're going to go to this beast boss. He's weak to thunder. He's actually weak to either thunder or magic, and he's a little bit of a jerk face because if you don't OTK him on turn 1, you cannot perfect score. On turn 1, he does a fixed attack that cannot be dodged, evaded, anything, and it will penalize your damage taken score. So it's either turn 1 or bust. As you can see, my score for my first clear was really low. But we're going to try a little bit more serious team. We're still going for a turn 1 clear, but I'm adjusting it slightly. So Zidane is going to be our perfect LB unit. Maxed Beast Killer, maxed LB, maxed everything, 5700 attack power. We're using Adele for Entrust. We're using Hawkeye for the 87% defense break. We're using Lightning for the Thunder Imbue and Thunder Amplify and Thunder Imperil. And we're using Onion and Shadow, but this time we actually geared them for damage. So Onion has 4,600 attack power and 260 Beast Killer. Shadow has 4,300 attack power and 25 Beast Killer. Poor Shadow. I ran out of killer materials. All right, let's go ahead and use. We're almost done, so let's go ahead and use a little bit more potions, and let's go. And this one, this is where the separation between the rank 1s and everyone else happens, is this boss and the final boss. So anyway, we're going to just go ahead and entrust Zidane. Hawkeye will... I always forget to shift him. We're just going to defense breaks, all that really matters with him. Lightning is going to imbue the team and amplify the team. This is her Imperil, right? Yeah, and we're going to 120 Imperil, and then whatever. And then we're going to do our damage. We're going to AR and double SR, and then Shadow is going to, actually, isn't this a better modifier for Onion? Onion, his shift, it is. It's a better modifier. We can do more damage that way. And then Shadow, we are going to AR, and then SR twice. I'm pretty sure these are the better. This is the attack one. Okay, so that's 80 modifier, 90 modifier, 90 modifier. Yeah. Oh, of course I picked the wrong one. And then for the AR skills, 75 modifier, 65, 75. So 75. Boom, boom. Okay. And then cap is Zidane. And we'll, I mean, probably not damage cap, but we'll do something. I saw a 2-point something. Did we damage cap on turn 1? What? Did we? Did we? I don't know. I could have missed saw. I don't know. Wow, I did not expect. I did so bad on day 1 with last gen, but I didn't really gear the chainers. I didn't use Hawkeyes for his defense break. I mean, Shadow contributed everything there. And I was using last gen, not Zidane. I'm glad I took the time to swap in my team for Zidane for turn 1 finishing. Yeah, perfect score. Wow. Okay, so we're perfect on literally everything until the final boss. Let's jump over there real quick. See you in a second. Alright guys, now it's time to go to the final boss. Unlike most Dark Vision's final bosses, this is actually 3 enemies at the same time. It's an AoE fight, and it is only weak to a single element. You can bring physical or magical, though. This was my day 1 clear. Wasn't terrible overall, but I didn't get the chain count score. I did a turn 1 clear. I figure multiple enemies, I don't feel like dealing with all the setup and all, and how to figure out the fight. We're just going to go for a turn 1 clear, not to mention the final boss, as usual. The damage cap is actually 10 billion, which I'm not going to hit, so I'm not going to really sweat it too much. So we're going for a turn 1 clear. It is an AoE fight, so we need turn 1 AoE finishers, or something like that. So this is the team we're going to use, or we're going to try out. This is my first team was similar, but different. We're going to try this idea. So it's weak to Holy Element only. It's an undead boss. So we're going to use Adele to entrust. We're going to use Vaughn to AoE break them by 85%. We're going to use Christmas Ayaka to AoE imperil them to Holy, as well as AoE imbue and amplify our team to Holy. And here's the team. We're going to attempt to get Faisalit's LB on turn 1. So we've got the Paintbrush Call of the Wild, and we've got her with Prompto's TMR for the auto buff, LB fill buff, and 900% LB fill rate. So we're going to hope that AoEing with Vaughn's LB gets her some crystal drops. Her LB is kind of expensive. It's very likely not going to happen, but if it does, we're going to shift LB on the kill turn. She's got maxed LB damage, 4,600 attack, 275 undead killer. If we don't, we'll just regular tag chain and do a whole lot less damage. We're going to try to get her LB, though. It's going to be so expensive trying if I go back and forth over and over trying. But we're going to hope to get her LB on turn 1 if we can. If not, we're just going to tag chain a single target. Kyrie is for AoE Absolute Mirror of Equity chaining. She's got 4,000 attack, 200, or 4,400 attack, 200 undead killer. And she's going to AoE chain Absolute Mirror of Equity with our Hawkeye. We're going to kind of hope that the guys don't die too quickly, because if they do, her skills will stop casting, and then Hawkeye will chain break, and we'll feel real bad. But here's Hawkeye. We're not using the base form. We're going to start shift form right away. We're going to get his LB filled with Adele. He's got same thing, 5,900 attack, maxed out attack. He's got maxed out LB damage, maxed out undead killer, and yeah, we're going to be doing it with Hawkeye. And his LB is AoE. So let's go. 50 energy a pop. Let's see if we can even get close to filling Faizalet's LB on turn 1 without any kind of entrust source. Okay, so let's have Vaughn do an AoE break that also does some damage. Wasn't that far, but we didn't get that many crystals either. Is there someone that can AoE break and like AoE chain at the same time? Let's entrust him, and let's just have Adele hit some stuff. Oh, it's AoE. We actually got it! Adele carrying us. Okay. Oh, we don't have an LB damage buff for Faisal. I just realized that. Oh well, whatever. Because Hawkeye has an LB damage buff innately. It's kind of like the old AC Cloud. So we're just gonna chain. And I never leveled her skills. I mean, it's stupid Kyrie. Who cares? And we're gonna do this, and we're going to AoE imperil them to Holy, amplify our team, and buff. Okay, so let's hope for the best here. Go ahead and do this. And send a tag chainer, which is going to... The other ones died really quickly. Why did that happen? I'm a little confused. Why they died? Why they died before Faizalet? Do I have to send Faizalet quicker to keep him alive? That was not even close. Not even close in damage contribution. Huh. I think the other ones died too quickly. Oh, did my score improve at least? Oh, it did. It did. I rank up a little bit. Anyway, yeah, but there is no way in the universe I'm gonna damage cap on this fight. So I'm not gonna keep running it because it's really expensive. I've got Chronicle farming to do. But yeah, we did pretty decent in the new Dark Visions. That's the final boss, 285 score. There are people currently at rank 1. Whether they're legit or not, I have no idea. I'm assuming some of these are, so some of these are probably legit rank 1s, and it's kind of crazy because the rank 1 at how many rank 1s are there right now? Are there more than 100? No, there's not more than. Let's see. Currently at rank 1, there are 58 rank 1 players. I have no idea if those are legit or not. I'm sure plenty of them are. But they're going to be sharing 100,000 Lapis. Wow. I'm jealous. I'm not going to be sharing that much. Anyway, we are done with Dark Visions, Secret of Mana themed Dark Vision. That was kind of fun, kind of neat. Anyway, oh, login rewards. Yeah, so I will see you guys tomorrow after I collect my login rewards. Later.